My name is Zoltán Kun. I'm working for Lumina in the framework of the Trade for SD project. We are in charge of the work package 7, which is the communication dissemination part. One of our idea was that we do an interview with our partners, project partners, so we can actually broadcast what they say and we can get a little bit bigger outreach to the target audience of our project. I'm here now with Hilkka from Hilkka, but I would like to ask you to first shortly introduce yourself, your organization and the role in the Trade for SD project.
I am a professor of rural policy in Hilkka, and I'm a political scientist by background. I've mainly worked with EU policies, but also national and also Nordic issues as it comes to first agricultural policy, but then more and more about rural development and regional development. My institution is, its proper name is Natural Resources Institute Finland, and it is the second biggest sectoral research institute in Finland. It works under the Ministry of Agriculture and Forestry, and we cover all natural resources topics from fishing, game, forestry, agriculture to rural development issues, which is my own field.
When we started the project 2 years ago, or actually when we designed the project even longer, 3 years ago, we didn't see a few externalities that have an impact on the project. One of them, obviously, which come to our mind is the COVID-19. How do you think that impacted trade? What was the, if you can mention maybe positive, but if not, what is the biggest impact that COVID had on trade that has a consequence also for our project?
What I've understood is that since it was difficult for people to really concretely meet face to face at their working places at all levels of the society, so the international trade slowed down. And even though it is now developing again, I think that it has partly contributed to the fact that supply chains are nowadays shorter, especially as it comes to agricultural trade. So that's perhaps something that we have to take into account in our work now, and how we interpret the situation and how we interpret the possibilities of global agreements and how we can what are the ways to promote sustainability in this new context that we are facing. I don't know if this is positive or negative. It's something that happened, but if I think about the positive things from the point of view of agriculture and maybe also nutrition, it probably has to do with the fact that many people started to cook at home. That is what I also noticed myself.
Your organization is in charge of the work package 5 in the project, but for most people they don't really know our audience what is work package 5. Can you briefly explain what is this work package for and what is the expected outcome of that project, this work package?
Our work package is the only one that concentrates on EU policies. So all the others have to do with the international issues. And it's a matter of the coherence or possible incoherence of EU policies as to promoting sustainability within and with the help of international agricultural trade. So we are looking at the main or key EU sectoral policies, what is their contribution and how perhaps it could be improved.
I promised to ask 3 questions, but I have now 4th question because you mentioned sectoral policies. If, again, just based on your experience, which is the sector that could have the most interesting impact or most positive impact on trade policies? I know it's a very difficult question, but maybe you can mention maybe one sector, because you mentioned these sectoral policies. Which one, if you are able to point out one that this needs to change to bring a positive effect, which one you would point out?
First of all, I have to say that I don't think that any single sector can do the trick here. So that is exactly why we are studying coherence of policies. So they are all needed. And actually we are only working on this, so I don't have the answer yet. But I think that that the different sectoral policies are in different stages as it comes to recognizing the issue of the connection of agricultural trade and sustainability. So it seems that some of the important sectoral policies are already at least thinking about it, including it to some extent. Then there are some sectoral policies where they don't seem to have it in their intellectual horizon at all. And I think that perhaps the most important ones are, or the most important thing for us would be to wake up those sectoral policies and those actors who haven't noticed this connection yet.
So basically our project could be a wake-up call to the various...
I think so. I hope so.
Yeah, thank you very much. This is a nice end of the interview. Thanks. Thank you.
Thank you.